Good morning, everyone. I say good morning because I am actually coloring this morning before working out. So it is like 8:15. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's going to be 94. I have coloring class late in the afternoon, and I have to do my coloring somewhere in there. And Hub went off to work, so I thought I would get up early, and that way he won't be here to bug us at all. Today is episode 109. We are on the Castle Arts Soft Touch, which I have used more than the golds. And I took these with me traveling, did part of a practice sheet and a coloring page. So I have two sets of the Soft Touch. And my voice is going to be funny. So this set is my full set that I bought brand new. And then I have a set that is the one I will use today. It came with the Speer Farbens, and the Speer Farbens were practically new, swatched only, I believe. It was the deal. And then these came in the same case. It was my favorite owl case. Well, I have two that have the 3-up slots. So she did not, when she sold me these, did not state that there were two missing pencils, but actually how it worked out, there was number 5 was missing, so I have replaced number 5 from my brand new box, but I have an icon or a little crosshatch here. That crosshatch tells me that this pencil did not come with the set. And then 77 down here is the exact same thing. So it has a little line through it. And then in the back, it makes me wonder if she got these used. Because if you buy these and you're missing a pencil, I am sure all you would have to do is call Castle Arts and they would make it right. Then I also saw here that we got a duplicate 62. So some of these are very well worn, which was kind of fun because I am just now starting, since I've been coloring daily, I am starting to get some wear on my pencils, the budget pencils that I've been buying up. So I am going to now go away and pick some colors. If you want to see I never finished this one bit, but I am going to refer to it when I am picking out some color combos. So I have not finished the bottom part, and that means this afternoon, if I have any free time to chillax, I'll sit back in the chair and try to finish these up. So I will go away, get some colors ready. Here is the page today that we are doing. Here's my funny little hair clip that holds my band. I would like it to be a little bit tighter, so I might have to work on that. And sneak peek, this is what I finished. I made myself finish this while my pencils were out because I had so many. And we are going to be working on the islands, as I call it. I don't know what the correct term is. The lighting is a little different. It's hopefully okay. I do have my lamp here helping us. So that's what we'll be doing. So I'll be right back and we will get started. I am back. I have colors picked. I have pencils sharpened. And I am going to use a somewhat fanciful color scheme. And so I'm going to do the left side, the soft touch, and the mountains, which is a rocky structure on the top and bottom, are going to be shades of purple. So I'm just blocking in some of the light. And then the 4 colors, by the way, are, and they will all be on the description for you. And I can read these, which is nice. 93, 36, 37, 39. I ate up quite a bit of my time getting organized with my colors. So I actually might have to finish maybe the last 10 minutes after exercising. So this is a moonlit night. That's why I picked the dark purples. And I'm using the lines and the dots as my indicators of the darkest darks. I could not believe that yesterday's video I jumped in and did not make sure my knuckle was off to the side. One of these days I will perfect it and it will never happen again that I get the knuckle blur, as I call it. In initially comparing these to the Castle Arts, the gold version of the Castle Arts, that is, these are the soft touch, is that these have a softer, less vibrant laydown. I'm thinking that they still put down vibrant color when you layer with them, which is ironic because typically a wax, which these are a wax pencil, they lay down very vibrant and you can smoosh them and all that good stuff. And these don't feel very smooshable. They feel to me like they really, really want the light layer buildup. This tone of this particular color is a little more on the violet side than the purple. So I watched a video the other day. This is a tip for this particular book. I had a double registered segment toward the back of this book where every single page was double registered. A video I watched last week showed that if you get the double registration and if you only have a page or two, you can very carefully erase away with a power or electric eraser that second image. It's soft enough that it is removable. So I thought I would share that with you. I went through my book. I'm so grateful that I did decide to go through it very carefully. So when I got so many of those pages that were that way, I immediately did a return. That would have been an awful lot of erasing to do. All right, well, we have the basic colors of that. We will not put them away because I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom purple at the same time. This does not indicate that it is dark. As in night time. So I'm just going to do some lights and darks. Now see, I'm still inclined to do darkest behind the shrubbery. Pardon me. Even though we have some lines, along the top here of all three of the little cliff faces. So I am going to go ahead and go with the artist's hint for the darks, even though it's not how I would do my shading. But that's okay. It'll be fun to do it a little different. Smooth all that out, and then we will be done with the cliffs. I think we're going to do the greens next. It's possible that I will only get the top and bottom image done, but we'll see. still see some tooth. It's a little harder to get this tooth filled in. But I will smooth all this out on my own time. So I do have the tooth mostly filled in, and I like that I can still come back in and add more over the top. It doesn't feel, the surface has not turned slick yet on me. So I like that. Okay, putting those away. Moving on to greens. So I have probably to do a test. The lightest two greens, it's hard for me to tell. The barrels here, I will show you. Yeah, okay, so looking at the text, I have 58 and 59 where Castle Green looks lighter to me than Castle Green Light, then 57 and 52. So I'm going to flip-flop these two, but when I look at it that way, it looks off. So we'll just see. I'm going to start with Castle Green Light. We'll start down here since we're already down here. I'm going to come in now really quick with the second one and just confirm that Castle Green is darker than Castle Green Light. It looks like my tip crumbled. So we'll see. Oh yeah, definitely a little darker. I do have my brush here today. It's a different tone than the Castle Green Light. Interesting. Maybe I will make them a double color. That little tip broke off. So I've switched back to my lightest green again. Okay, going darker. Okay, and this is Castle Green Deep. So I did not test any of my color blends. So we will just see what things look like. My next color is not one of the Castle Arts greens. This is the darkest of the Castle Art light Castle Art green, and this is the deep green. And now I'm going to bring in the darkest green, and we hope it's a good fit because it's called Viridian. There are 4 deep greens in this set, and you can see that each of the 4 deep greens have like a different hue to them. I'm now going back to the deep Castle Green Deep from Viridian. So small. Castle Green now. My light source I'm following, so the top has the moon on the right, and I am going to continue the light source being over on the right here as well. Have a couple of browns for the tree. I'm going in with heavier pressure now. And I'm going to have to clean that up. I do want to kind of have the trees look fluffy, I guess. So I will probably play with this some so I can move on. I just want to block in more darks. All right, so that's looking good. We're going to move up here to these trees. And we have 2 evergreen trees and the rest are deciduous trees. That is how I'm interpreting that. So this is the castle green for these trees that are triangles. These 2 trees to me are deciduous trees, and I think I'm just going to have them be viridian to keep it pretty simple. go in with the Viridian. I don't want to have to change colors. I'm trying to have these three look somewhat cohesive. I could do Castle Green Deep for the Castle Green Deep. Let's do this is the lightest color. Let's get, now this is nighttime, so I'm probably going to have to darken all of these up. This might end up being Viridian with little hints of the light Castle Arts. I like how that little tunnel is the way in. That's kind of funny. All right, blocked in, putting the greens down. I want to get to the water. I grabbed some teals for the water. I have not practiced with these either, so we have got 3. We have 101, 49, and 105. Teal green light, cobalt turquoise green, and teal green. These, if you haven't noticed already, the barrels, they're definitely not reliable. I'm going to tilt both the camera and the image because I want to do horizontal where I did circles, purposefully having the little ovals look bushy like. Now I want to do horizontal lines. This is the lightest tone. the middle tone. And I'm thinking these little dots are like little glistening accents, and I'll probably come back through with a gel pen and add some white. I don't know if you can see it, but I can feel that these pencils want to be built up. They do. We are at 40 minutes. I might dig through and see if there is one darker than this. Check out my swatches. And I'm going to go back to the lightest, which is the turquoise. I will probably also come back through on the turquoise with white to keep these areas as light as possible. All right, let's go up and do the night water. The nighttime water, which I can't really tilt, so I'm going to tilt back, is going to have to be darker. I'm sorry I shook the camera. This is going to be hard at this angle. I'm putting medium pressure because I know I want to be pretty dark. Yeah, I'm going to have to get one darker. And I was actually using the side of my pencil rather than the tip there. This is the teal green light, but not the lightest. So I'm going to leave that pretty rough because I want to do some darker on that. And now I'm just trying to get time to do, I've got a little tiny raw umber, 116. I don't think I sharpened this one. I can feel it is not sharpened, but I have the darker to use. And down here, we've got this tree trunk. And I could decide this boat is brown. Again, I'm using horizontal lines now. we'll do this. This is a lighthouse, so lighthouses are usually red and white. I only grabbed one red, but I'll probably bring out a dark burgundy for the back side. I have a darker brown. Let's see if I can find it. Burnt umber is the dark brown. I did not sharpen this either. I have 3 grays. This is nighttime, so I'm probably not gonna do much with the stone pattern. And since we have the moonlight, let's see, what are we at for time? 43. We're a little bit long, but I'm going to keep going. I want to have the hint of the moonlight. I will save the sky till last because I think that's what's going to make this all work. Once you get the deep blues in, the yellow highlights on the building, trees will be very apparent and it will look great. And down here, I'm just going to put that for the lighthouse. I didn't grab a light blue, so I have all of the sky to do, but I think for the most part these are 90% done. And that is the end of coloring for today. These pencils definitely need more, you have to work them. I still see quite a bit of tooth, so I'm going to be smoothing that out, filling in the tooth a little bit. I've got that little facet of the cliff I'm waffling on what I want to do with. Other than that, we're all good, and the pencils are good. They're not as good as the golds. I will say this, these won't be, there's nothing really wrong with them, but they don't have a feel. I'm a very tactile person, and they don't have that either a silky or creamy feel. They're kind of just a tweener. But I like the colors so far. And then I didn't get to this middle one. I will probably, because tomorrow is the metallics, and that will be interesting. I might introduce a couple of extra colors to help me with lights and darks, maybe a white, gray, and black from the soft touch. So that's it for me today. Do all the YouTube things. Like, share, comment, and consider subscribing. And I will see you back here tomorrow for the Castle Arts Metallics. See you then.